Hello, good morning, dear students. Today we are again discussing our topic antihistaminic drug. As we have classified them, we have discussed their introductory section in the previous videos, and we have discussed the chemistry of ethylene diamine derivatives and monoamino alkyl ether derivatives. Now, today we are going to discuss the third class of H1 antagonist or H1 antihistaminics, that is basic cyclic basic chain analogs. Cyclic basic chain analog, cyclic basic chain analog, that is here, that we are going to discuss today. So, what is the meaning of the cyclic basic chain analog? It's a very simple meaning that a cyclic ring that to be present as a basic nucleus, and we have discussed previously about the general structure of ethylene diamine antihistaminics, and we have discussed that ethylene groups attached with the two amino group ethylene diamine derivatives. That is general structure is in front this video, this screenshot you can see that we have discussed. But now what happened in the cyclic basic chain analog, there is a amino groups may be converted into the cyclic rings. So various cyclic compounds that has shown some antihistaminic activity. Say for example, antazoline. Antazoline, it's an example. Look at here. It contains three cyclic rings, two phenyl groups, means on one nitrogen, one is the phenyl groups, one is a benzyl groups, and methylene group in between, and another is imidazole nucleus. So imidazole ring is attached here, 1 3 position the nitrogen is there. So imidazole, so that is called as antazoline. So antazoline is the cyclic basic analog. Another, so this antazole is a prototype class of the cyclic basic analog. Some other drugs that we also discuss, that is clemizole. Clemizole, it also contains a pyridyl ring nucleus. It is here, and benzimidazole group is here, and phenylidene, there is also a cyclic ring present. Another clemistine, look at here again a 3 cyclic rings here. Clemistine, so look at here this clemistine, phenylidene, clemizole, these all are the cyclic analogs. But they were not very much effective. But when the research is going on, and the derivative, there is piperazine derivative that we obtain, and the piperazine derivative that shows very good activity with less you can say sedative actions, because antihistaminic agents having the side effects of antihistaminic, there is antihistaminic drug having side effects of uh, depression, so sedation. So that this sedation effect side effect can be resolved by the conversion in the cyclic basic rings, cyclic basic compounds. So look at here in the structure, that is cyclizine, chlorcyclazine, mecyclazine, and buclizine, meclizine, buclizine, chlorcyclazine, and cyclizine. So these are the important class of piperazine derivative of antihistaminics. So piperazine derivative, there is the methylene groups. This methyl groups is substituted by one benzene group. 1 4 substituted benzene means either methyl benzene, either chlorobenzene, either uh, So these substitutions, that may be the methyl or chloro groups at IJR, and R dash, that is piperazine nucleus, that is attached another on the carbon, and the R 4 position, the nitrogen is substituted by the R dash. R dash may be the methyl group, may be the 3 methyl benzyl groups, maybe the 4 butyl tertiary benzyl groups. So that is the name. When you look at in the cyclizine, cyclizine contain the R, is as means both are the phenyl groups on the carbon, and R dash, that is the substitution on nitrogen, is the methyl groups. Chlorcyclizine, there is the R is the Cl, and R dash would be the CH3. Meclizine, there is the R is the chlorine, and R dash is the 3 methyl benzyl groups. Buclizine, look at here, the R is the chlorine, and R dash would be the 4 tertiary butyl benzene. So these are substitutions here as a cyclizine, chlorcyclizine, meclizine, and buclizine. And look at here, students, these compounds, they have seen very good or very much potent, you can say, antihistaminic action: cyclizine, chlorcyclizine, meclizine, and buclizine. Another newer compound, that is terfenadine and haloperidol. Terfenadine is again it's a substitution by dimethyl. There is a hydroxyl groups at the carbon, and 2 phenyl groups there would be, and 1 piperidine groups. So piperidine groups there is here, and there is just alkyl substitutions. So it's a terfenadine. It's a cyclic compound, but it shows some side effects. Terfenadine, so this is especially teratogenic side effects, so it is not used nowadays, it is omitted. Clinically, terfenadine is not now in the use. Another class of drug, there is haloperidol. Haloperidol is buspirone derivative. Buspirone, there is a you can say it's very good potent compound, but the haloperidol having the CNS side effects, that's why it is not so much useful, but is important drug, haloperidol. So these are the important class of antihistaminics, especially about the cyclizine, chlorcyclizine, meclizine, and buclizine. In this category, that is still they are in the use, and they are using so much. So that are about the cyclic basic rings, or cyclic basic, you can say, ring antihistaminics. And we have seen that carbon contain 2 or 3 cyclic rings, maybe the benzene groups, maybe the heterocyclic rings, and the compound, there is the contain the number of the cyclic rings having potent antihistaminic activity, that we have seen in this class of drug. Another, the 4th class of antihistaminics that we are going to discuss, monoaminopropyl analog. Monoaminopropyl analog. So look at here, what do you mean the monoaminopropyl? General structure here, there is propyl group attached with the 1 amino groups, so monoamino propyl, and the propyl carbon, the terminal carbon of the propyl group, that is substituted by the aromatic rings. 2 aromatic rings may be substituted, and 1 nitrogen may be substituted by the aliphatic groups R dash, and AR on the carbon. So this is the general formula for monoamino propyl analog. And this class, very important class of the drug, especially example, look at here, the general structure here, there is phenramine, profenramine, bromophenramine. So look at here, in the phenramine, what is this? The carbon There is one carbon, you can say, that contain the pyridine nucleus. One is the substitute benzyl phenyl substitution. So four substitute phenyl groups, and another the nitrogen is substituted by the dimethyl groups. And because of the quaternary salt, it is, so it may be converted into the its respective maleic acid, salt of malic acid, malate salt. So phenramine contain the R substitution, R would be the H. So that is the phenramine malate. If the R is the chlorine groups, then chlorphenramine malate, and R is the bromo group, then bromophenramine malate. So look at here what you mean the chloro bromo. These are the electron withdrawing group. If we are in putting at the benzene ring, then what happen? The electronegative rings compounds, that is makes them more stable. And this is about the pyrobutamine. Pyrobutamine, that is pyrobutamine that is present here. There is chlorophenyl benzyl groups and phenyl groups and the carbon, as well as there is butyl group is there, butyl ring is there, CS2, C double bond C and CS2. This is the butyl groups. So double bond containing butene, is two butene, you can say. So two butene group can be substituted by one carbon phenyl group, one carbon that is chlorophenyl group, and another carbon that is pyrazolene. So these rings, there is substitution, then the compound that is become here the pyrobutamine phosphate. The pyrobutamine phosphate, because the nitrogen is the quaternary ammonium salt, and it is converted the pyrobutamine phosphate. Another class, another drug, there is triprolidine hydrochloride. Triprolidine hydrochloride, again it's a heterocyclic three similar structure like pyrobutamine, but is the not the butene. There is no the butyl group is not there. It's a one propene group is there, and one propene, there similar substitutions like pyrobutamine. So these are basically, you look at here what do you mean this mono amino alkyl derivative, because amino, one nitrogen is in cyclic ring, and mono amino propyl substitutions. And so mono amino propyl substitution, look at here again the dimethindine malate, also the phenindamine. So these are the basically dimethindine malate, and these all they are propyl monoamino propyl derivatives. And phenindamine as well as the mebarylene, these are some other newer class of heterocyclic ring containing antihistaminics. So these are, dear students, these are the chemistry about especially cyclic basic analogues, as well as monopropyl, we can say monoamino propyl derivatives. So these are important class of antihistaminic drug, that is chemistry that we have discussed. Okay, so that is all for today. In the next video we will discuss about tricyclic ring systems. So today we have discussed two class of the antihistaminic drug, that we are continuing discussions about the antihistaminics, and in this antihistaminic drug and H1 antagonist that we have discussed ethylene diamine derivative that we have discussed, amino alkyl ether analogues we have discussed, cyclic basic chain analog we have discussed, and monoamino propyl analogues we have discussed. So the two class of the H1 antagonist that is left, tricyclic ring system and mono tricyclic ring system, that we will discuss in the next coming class and next coming video. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you very much for today.